All right. So, typically for these calls, I mean, Shelby's been on them for at least two. I don't really have an agenda to go over. It's more for you guys. So I kind of just want to go around first and see what areas you've been really strong in this week, and like something that you can kind of like a tip that you can give to everybody else that's been working for you so far, and then somewhere where you're struggling with, and if you have any questions that you need answered. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So how about we start with Kristen?
I got a couple people to sign up for that free clean eating
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. The big thing that I'm struggling is when people find out the cost. Is what it is, and they find out how much that it costs.
Okay.
Really challenge groups or different things, or the Shakeology.
How are you like going about the conversation? Like, are you just offering a challenge group and then they ask the cost?
Natalie, I haven't offered any challenge groups yet, but just from talking with people, just doing what I've posted. So I've talked actually with a couple of people who I've graduated high school with, who I haven't talked to in a while, and then just asking about, how, and I've just been saying like how I've been feeling with the different things and stuff after we've kind of talked and covered, how's the family and kids and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And, just saying that I've been feeling good and having more energy. I've been sleeping better at nighttime too, because I've been doing more to tire myself out. And then what it comes down to, I guess, is just the cost afterwards for the Shakeology.
So are you getting into like why they want to do it and like what's important to them as to, why they're even asking about it in the first place?
Kind of, sort of. I could probably get into that more.
That's really going to be the biggest thing that's going to help you getting over price objections, because say like, for instance, there's, a newish mom who she's going back to work, but she's still trying to lose weight and get healthier and everything. Meal planning helps, especially with like balancing out your diet. And with meal planning, you're going to spend less time and eat healthier. With the 30-minute workouts, I mean, that's going to help with time. And usually moms need a lot of energy, as we all know.
A mama 4 here. Oh, goodness, you're busy. Oh, yeah. They go from teenager to toddler. Yep.
So basically, I mean, you want to find out why they want this. And even further past, like, oh, I want more energy. It's like, well, why do you want more energy? Well, I want more energy so that I can play with my kids, because I feel, and then they're just going to like go off on tangents. Once you just keep asking question after question after question, get into their why. And that's where forming comes in, and really talking to them about why they want it. And then when they give you a price objection, you're going to relate it back to their why. Well, are you really like serious about this? Because this is what can help you. This is what's been helping me so far.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Lila.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi.
So does that help at all?
So and then I also have, this is kind of off topic too, a couple people who want to start probably like later this summer, because they're both having babies in July. Mm-hmm. And the big thing that they're asking really is like using the stuff I know you're breastfeeding for your pregnancy and stuff. Basically just knowing or talking with other people who've used or drank like the Shakeology really is the big thing while they're nursing and stuff.
There's actually on our team training site, there's a section that gives like testimonials on a bunch of different things, including breastfeeding. So I know you can even like take down names and talk to different people that have been breastfeeding so you can relay the information. But it's like myself, Tatiana did, I want to say Kristen Garrow. There's like just asking especially the Pure Synergy coach group, there's like a million people that breastfeed in there, and they can give you blurbs that you can like literally either copy and paste or like screenshot and like show them. Like, I'm not joking. But of course you don't, I mean, you can always tell them to talk to their doctors too, obviously. We're not doctors, but we can tell about our own experiences.
Right.
You know, but I usually recommend for breastfeeding moms the vegan flavors. It's not like a huge difference, but if you're still taking a prenatal, you want to cut your prenatals in thirds because you get too much vitamin A otherwise. But other than that, I mean, I mean, and it's not even that big of a deal because with Jackson, I drank regular. With Ellie, I drank vegan. And I haven't noticed any difference besides they're both healthy. You know?
Yeah. Does it make it, now this is my personal, because I'm drinking the regular one, but I'm still taking the prenatal vitamin.
Yeah, I did that all the way through Jackson because I had no idea, and I never had any problems whatsoever. That's why I had no idea.
Okay. I mean, I haven't noticed any adverse effects or anything like that.
I literally didn't notice anything. I don't even notice a difference between drinking the regular and drinking the vegan with breastfeeding both of them. So.
Okay.
All right. Yep. All right. So Lisa, how about you?
Well, we talked yesterday, but time management was is my biggest problem. As I said, I'm a mom of 4, so I gotta and I run a daycare, so it's crazy. But I looked into Asana, and I love it. I did everything you told me to do, and I think that's really going to help me. And I started doing, I start my day, like, I was doing personal development. Now I'm actually reaching out to people first because I get so crazy busy that, like, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, who's going to talk to me at 10 o'clock at night, you know? So, but, yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. So do you have any like questions or anything you need to work on?
No, because we talked yesterday, and I think I'm gonna like wait another week or so and see where I'm at, and then probably reach out then.
Okay.
So.
All right.
But that Asana helps me.
Yeah, Asana's awesome. Like I wouldn't be successful without it.
Yeah.
All right, Lacey, how about you?
I'm just having a hard time with like who to reach out to, and like most of my friends are like on Weight Watchers, so I don't really know how to deal with that.
Well, honestly, I don't ever try to convert anybody. I just let them watch my journey and make a decision themselves. And that's helped me with some people, and with other people, they just never do, and that's fine. I mean, whatever they want to do is cool. But you don't want to waste your time on people like that aren't going to, I don't know. You know, you just don't want to waste your time, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I personally noticed when I first started my business that it was actually easier to reach out to like people that I didn't know, because friends and family were always the hardest to convert. And I don't know why. I think it's just like they're so skeptical, because I don't know why. I've noticed that with almost everybody, and almost every coach that you ask will say the same thing. It's just like the family, they need to like watch you doing it for a while in order to actually believe that it's gonna work, or that it's not a scam or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for reaching out to people, you know, you can do that in any number of ways. I like the Facebook graph search. I used that for a while. I also liked, I mean, I love Instagram, obviously. Actually, I'm at Lacey, Shelby, and Lila all on Instagram. So, proof.
I kind of feel like it might get easier like after my results.
Yeah, and as you're posting, you know, and staying consistent, and people are seeing that too, they start seeing a difference in you in general, they're going to start asking about it. And but you don't want to wait for that either. You do want to like jump in with both feet and just start talking to people. You can
Okay.
start messaging people on your friends list now,
Mhm.
maybe people that you haven't talked to in a while, and just start reconnecting, and they might start checking out your profile and see what you're doing. And
I've had people like just start messaging me now from that.
mm-hmm.
But I think just to start kind of reach out to people I don't know would probably be better for me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to do both. Like I said, I recommend like 2 to 5 contacts a day, and that means, 2 to 5 new conversations, not people that you were following up with or anything.
Okay.
A lot of the times they don't even answer back, but it's just you reaching out, and
Mhm.
that
Yeah, exactly.
makes a difference. The more people you reach out to, the more people you're, going to be talking to and can start conversations with and connect with.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. How about Shelby?
Hi.
Hi.
This is my snack time. But no, this week has actually been pretty good. I started my clean eating group, which is going pretty well. I'm really excited. Yeah. And it's a lot of people who I went to college with.
How many people do you have in it?
There are 22, but
Oh, wow.
there are at least 10 people who post every single day.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I'm like really excited, and because there are people who like I didn't think they really would actually do anything with it. And so and I actually invited for my challenge, I invited everyone who was in the group to my challenge group, and 4 of them already accepted the challenge group. So
That's awesome.
I'm hoping, like, I still have to reach out and connect, like, because I did put the, the questionnaire and, like, let them know they have to sign up. And I just put that Shakeology is a must on there. So I've been touching bases with people all week. And so it's, it's gotten better because it was, like, pretty hard. But I'm, like, since I'm putting myself out there on both social medias more so, and just kind of, like, just not caring, like, my PD is working wonderfully. Like, I'm just like, this is me. I'm happy. Like, I feel great, and I started doing open-ended questions, like, during the week as well, which really, really helped, like, get people kind of, like, interested in, like, what you're doing. So, like, I'll, like, did you work out today? Like, what's your breakfast like? Like, this and that and the other. And people, are responding more, which is good because it's kind of keeping, getting my morale out there. But I am, like, trying to figure out, like, what other groups, like, not, like, actual, like, making my own group, but, like, what other groups on Facebook should I try and, like, join in order to kind of branch myself
That
out?
all depends on your target market. In the next, or you already went through a level 2 group, so that avatar that I had you do, which everybody else will do at 1.2. But that avatar that I had you do, like, look at those interests on there and start thinking about, like, what your customer, like, what your ideal customer would be interested in, and you want to join those kind of groups because you want to actually connect with people on a non-fitness, non-beach body level. So that way, you're just, if you're adding people on Facebook, that's like, this is something that took so long to sink into my head. If you're adding friends on Facebook, they're gonna, even if it's like you talked about, like, I have added so many people from Jamberry, like Jamberry Nails, because I'm obsessed with Jamberry, and I didn't get that for a long time. I was like, what would, like, adding people that nails have anything to do with me getting customers? And then I'm like, oh wait, they're seeing all of my posts, starting to engage, they're getting invited to my events. And I've had so many people from, adding people off of those groups because we have a common interest aside from just fitness too. So really you just want to think about like who your ideal customer is and who you're going to connect with and who you think you'd want to work with. And you start talking to people like that, add them on Facebook, and bam.
Okay.
So it's really depending on you as to what kind of groups you want to join.
Because I've been looking at, I joined some locally. Like we have a few like local groups around here, like the moms at the park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I joined those just, well, because like I need to get to know my neighbors and everything. Mm-hmm. But I'm also, I have 2 other ones, like from what I used to do, like burlesque dancing. And the moms with tattoos, I think I'm going to join in with because, you know, we get a bad rap.
Hey,
so.
wait. Where's it? Right there. I have like 3 or 4. I don't even know. But no, that's great. Like those are interests other than like fitness that you want to start talking to people and reaching out to people for, because you're just making friends. That's really, this is a relationship building business. Like I'm not joking when I say that, like it really is. Mm-hmm. So you want to start to build a relationship before you even go close to talking about anything with Beachbody. Yeah. You know, there are so many coaches out there and you want to stand out from every other coach. Like you want your customer to be your customer for one specific reason, and that's to have you as a coach.
Mm-hmm. But I noticed on Instagram, it's like out there a lot more so with just like, let me take anyone who'll do this and this and this. I'm just like, oh crap. Like, I
still have like coaches commenting on my thing like, hey, I have a fun fitness group. Would you want to join? And I'm like, really? Yeah, add me.
Every single day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And just an FYI, like, you don't even really want to hashtag most Beachbody hashtags on Instagram because it's just going to attract coaches. There are like some 21-day fix ones. I've had people find me by using that, but other than that, like if you tag like Beachbody or Beachbody coach or anything like that, it's just going to be coaches that are searching it for some reason.
Yeah, that makes
interesting.
Weird.
All right. Anything else from you, Shelby?
No, that's it.
All right. How about you, Lila, who's doing laundry?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm on my phone and I really suck at technology, so yay! So I got on a few minutes late, but we're talking about sort of what we're struggling with and any questions that we have, right?
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my struggle is getting my hands dirty. Like, honestly, I've studied a lot, and I believe Angel and every other coach when they say you just simply need to rock the basics and listen to what your coach says. So you need to, stay active, post, run groups, and start talking to people. So I feel like I really have a lot of tools under my belt so far. I mean, I'm definitely a new coach and I have a lot to learn. But for me, just staying consistent with it. Did you do your workout? Did you talk to people today? And for the past 2 days, I've had kind of off days. I've been trying really hard to get the house in order because it's crazy. And personal development makes you really see all the aspects of your life, So I really want to clean up my house and my finances and just everything, so my mind's going a mile a minute. But for the past 2 days, I've kind of had sort of off days where I haven't had Beachbody as the priority, and I know that and I identify that, and I definitely want to fix that because I'm happiest when I feel amazing and get results. So I definitely need to get back on track. But I'm doing good and my mind's there, and I just know that you just have to stick through the good and the bad days and continue to do your best, and it'll pay off, So for me, I just need to get consistent and just listen to what Angel says. Don't complicate it and just start talking to people. So
yes, definitely. And it's totally okay. I had a complete off day. I've just I couldn't even get my butt in gear. I have a million things still left to do on my list because I just did not feel like doing them at all. I my messages back all day. It's terrible. But I mean, you will have days like that. Like, don't get yourself down. You know, they happen. You're human. It's just, you know, refresh, renew, get back to it the next day. But you don't want to have those like for a week straight.
Yeah.
Whenever you stop for too long, you just have to restart again. And I know from experience, believe me.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
Like, I mean, pretty much like you said, just basics are really good to follow. And yeah, that's important. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I know. I think that we'd all do great if we just listened to our coach.
I learned the hard way, believe me. I didn't listen to Julie for a very long time, which is why I was not successful for a very long time. So, all right, how about Holly?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got here late, so what are we talking about?
Just pretty much like any questions that you have, or you know, what you're struggling with, or what you're doing really good with, or
oh goodness. Sometimes I feel like I struggle everywhere. I am super organized, so I'm good there. That helps. So I started, I think I talked to you about that, Angel. I started a new schedule because I was literally actually driving myself insane and doing way too much and not seeing any results. And so it got to a point where I'm like, yeah, and I'm doing the same now and seeing the same results. So less time and getting more done in less time. It's actually amazing how that works out, actually, when you just get out of your own way. So I've been doing that. So I have a really nice schedule going. But I'm fortunate because my son goes to daycare 2 days a week. And so that really does help me. So those 2 days on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm like focused in. I'm literally like making content while we're on this call. So I have to promo my challenge group that starts on the 15th, starting to run my ad. But the things I'm struggling with still for me are finding people that, one, like I can get people to buy the 21-day fix or program forever, but I cannot get people to commit to Shakeology, and it's killing me. And it is just, I don't know. I am trying everything. I've gone through Anita Myron scripts. I've gone through Danny. I've gone through all the scripts, and it's insane.
Have you do you allow people in your challenge groups with just programs?
I am allowing people now in because I have to at this point. Like at first it was okay because I had, 4 or 5 people and I run them with other coaches. So that helps because then we have more people. Mm-hmm. And so we'll end up still having like 20 people. And in the beginning I had like 3 or 4 just CP. And now I have to allow everyone in because if not, I'm not going to have anyone ever in my challenge group.
Well, here's something that I noticed because I used to let people in with just programs too. And I had the same mentality. I was like, if I don't let people in, then I'm not going to have anybody in my challenge groups. And then it came to a point where I was like, you know what? Screw this. Shakeology is required, period. And I don't know, maybe it was just like something clicked and it was just a change in my mentality and my confidence in talking to people about it. I think that was a really huge part of it was just, I was just confident. And if I wasn't going to let them in the challenge without it, then they weren't going to get in. And they knew that square away, but I didn't say it in a mean way. And that's actually why I really like my forms because that throws it out there like, and it literally says, like, you're going to be drinking Shakeology. And I think it's a big change in attitude and confidence that did it for me. So I don't know, maybe it's something like that for you.
Yeah.
But that's totally what Julie has always told me and what I have noticed for myself, too, is that your biggest objections are the things that you're most worried about, too. And if you're worried that people aren't going to commit to Shakeology, like, it's worth it, period.
Yeah.
You're on it. It's worth it. So tell people that. I mean, like,
it took me forever, like I said, to get out of my own way to even realize that everyone saying create office hours and, like, not make Beachbody your life is important. So I just got there. So I think I just need to now cross that next, ocean, because I'm pretty sure every part of this journey is like crossing, an ocean.
You're growing.
So that'll probably be my next step, because I'm getting extremely, extremely frustrated at this point.
Yeah.
With that aspect of it. So,
I mean, before February of last year, when the fix came out, I had never really run challenge groups on my own. I always kind of just jumped in other coaches because I never had people buying challenge packs really. And I wasn't hitting success. I hit success goal probably like 2 or 3 times total in like my first 10 months of coaching. And it wasn't until I'm literally just made that switch in my mind, and I was like, you know what? Shakeology is required from now on, because I'm wasting so much of my own time on people that aren't taking it seriously enough. And it does take a while to get comfortable with telling people that, but once you do, I mean, I went from having 1 or 2 people that I would add to challenge groups from other people, and it was mostly them just doing programs, to having like 10 to 12 people strictly on challenge packs in my own groups. So it's, I mean, the more the longer you do it, the longer you get comfortable with it, and the more you project that out to people that this is how it is, period. I mean, I have people that they'll tell me to this day, oh, well, I can't afford that right now. And I'm like, all right, well, how about I'll invite you to my clean eating group and we'll reassess next month.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that as an answer, sorry.
With my schedule, it's going to be easier for me to do that too, because I actually have like my groups planned out more, and they're not so sporadic, like, oh, I'll run a clean eating group next week. And then, yeah, so I literally have it where I'm not overlapping, and I have a schedule for the entire month, which is really nice.
Yeah. And
so it'll be a little easier to say that, like.
And it makes a difference too, because if you're running too many challenge groups, your brain is like, what?
Yeah, I was running like at 1 month I had like 3, and I will not run more than 1 ever again. So I'm doing like my free group, challenge group, and then promoting what is coaching. I'm doing a coaching group every other month, and then the biz op once a month, and that's it. Like I can't do more than that, or I will lose my mind.
And that's all you need to do, honestly.
Yeah. No, it's perfect. It's a great schedule.
If
I will share it if you guys want it.
And there in the regular Fit and Free coach group, I just posted on that one. What am I trying to say? That one post about all the training videos, and it was actually one that Lila had sent me a while ago about having that consistent schedule, and that's what actually made me start doing the clean eating groups again, because I hadn't started doing them until 4 months ago, I think. And now I'm on a strict, like, challenge group starts the same day as the new coach group, which is the first Monday of the month. Start advertising for the clean eating group, which follows the next Monday. The day that the clean eating group, or the following Monday that after the clean eating group ends, I start advertising for the next challenge group. And the following week, I start kind of getting people into coaching, and because the new coach training group is going to be coming up. And it's just the same thing every single month. And it's been working like wonders, like for my mentality and just to have people consistently going into things.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I watched if people haven't watched it, the training Kelly Joseph did, the Pierce Energy one a few weeks ago. It's really good. She like has a calendar and breaks it down just like that, like how to flow from one into the next and promote like without ever having to do more than kind of one thing each day, like in that department, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Great. So does anybody have any questions before we get off? I'm going to, I know like time management is super huge for a lot of people, like literally every single one of us is a mom. So I'm going to give you guys like an extra little thing to do like over the next, say like 1 to 3 days. Really track your time. Like I told Lisa to do this yesterday, where it's so easy to just get lost in the busy work and lost in scrolling and lost in like thinking that you're doing something when you're not actually doing anything. And so you think that you're working for so long and you're not. Like you're getting like 1/5 of the things that you're actually thinking that you're doing done. So I want you literally to like all the behaviors that you should be doing every day, like your PD. You don't really have to time your workouts because you know how long they are. Your inviting, like going on and literally laser focusing on talking to 2 to 5 new people, doing follow-ups, answering your messages, like every single thing that you do in a day as a coach. I want you guys to like literally take your phone and time yourself while you're doing it so you know how long that's actually taking you. And you can see how much you can get done if you just focus on that one task and that's it. And I think
no multitasking.
Yeah, I think that's going to help you guys a lot with like time management in general, because if you can actually like focus on that one thing, it's just going to get done and you don't have to worry about it. And then you just move on to the next task. And once those are all done, it's like you're done with your day and you can just do it again the next day. Right, so do that like over the next few days. Just do 1 or 2 days of it, and on Monday I'll post an extra little thing and see what you guys come up with. All right.
Good.
So if anybody else doesn't have any questions, I think that's it. So good call, and I will see you guys all in the group.
See you there.
Bye.